guys? How are y'all doing this afternoon or evening now? I got on here to put a video up. I hadn't done one in a while. I told y'all that I was going to do a review and just cover the basics on what guns I use and what parts on what guns I use. Um, I guess to get started, we'll just cover my AR. It's an Armalite AR-15. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Armalite. That's who Eugene Stoner started designing for back when he started out. By the way, that's not a rebel flag. That's the Georgia state flag. Just to clear that up. All right. What I've done so far, and it's not finished. I don't know if you can see it. Um, I used a Strike Eagle 1x8 made by Vortex. Very awesome scope. If y'all haven't checked these things out yet, they are amazing. Oh, by the way, just to be safe, all guns are empty and unloaded. Magazine is out. Just to be clear before we get started. This gun I traded a AK for about a year ago maybe, and I have spent way more money than I should have on it. It's got a minimalist stock on it, a Hogue grip, the BCG bolt carry group. It's still factory from Armalite. Have changed the trigger to a PSA. It's got a Wilson Combat barrel, match grade barrel, so 1 in 8 twist, I think. Uh, it's a key mod rail. I know M-Lock is the big deal out there today. M-Lock is great if you like that. I like the key mod, just personal preference. I got a really good deal actually. I actually ended up ordering 2 of these Momentum USA. Let's see if it'll focus. The lighting's horrible. Anyways, Momentum USA full length handguards, and I think they're 18 inches or 17 and a half. I can't remember. I paid like $90 for 2 of them, which ain't cheap to most people, but it's cheap enough when you're building a gun. I used a Brownells scope mount, cantilever mount. It's worked pretty good. The scope holds 0 as far as I can. I mean, I've shot thousands and thousands around through this thing already. I literally ordered 2,500 rounds, and we blew through about 1,500 to 2,000 in one day. I have a Magpul bad lever. Don't know if you can see it real well. Bad lever stands for battery assist device. And for those of you who don't know, I have a little nub. I cut my finger off, or my finger got removed at work one time. And for me, instead of reaching around to hit the bolt catch, it's a whole lot simpler for me because it is right here in the trigger guard. I'm sorry about the shaky camera work, by the way. I'm using my phone. It's a lot simpler to upload to YouTube with my phone. But anyways, the Strike Eagle, I'll get back to the scope a little bit. The Strike Eagle on this gun has an illuminated reticle. It has capped scope turrets, if I can talk tonight, sorry. And it has a BDC reticle. Well, I don't know if that's what Vortex calls it. Y'all have to forgive me on that. It is, and for those of you who don't know about Vortex, Vortex is an awesome company. I know a lot of people talk trash on them, but they have a unconditional lifetime warranty. Your house could burn down around your gun, God forbid, and you could run over your scope. It doesn't matter. If you have a Vortex product, no matter what happens to it, they will replace it. That's how awesome Vortex is. The reticle in it, I don't know. My camera won't let me flip forward, but I don't know if y'all would be able to see it through here. I'm not going to try because I don't want to look completely idiotic. I don't know if I said it has an illuminated reticle with multiple brightness settings. It goes from 1 to 11. The reticle is from, I think it's 50 all the way out to 600 yards, and it is accurate. You don't find, well, to certain loads, you don't find many BDC reticles on a lot of scopes nowadays that are actually accurate, and it is. If you use anywhere from like 55 to 77 grain rounds or loads, whatever you want to call them, It is very, very close. I mean, within inches or an inch close. I love this gun. It has been my go-to for just about any time we go to the woods. I mean, a lot of people throw a lot of doubt around shooting full-size hogs or a grown hog with a 5.56 shot placement. I don't care. I like big rounds. I like little rounds. I don't care. The bigger it is, the better as far as when you're shooting. Unless you're trying to conserve meat on a deer or something, I'm not gonna tell you to go shoot a deer with a 50 cal. But 5.56 does the job. I can promise you that. If it didn't, the military wouldn't use it. As far as mags go, and this will cause a little controversy, I'm sure. Mags, I use 90% of the time. I use Milsurp mags. These are made by Colt, I think. Yeah, these are old Colt mags. But I love these things. I like the weight that comes with them. I don't like the light mags because I don't know if it's my gun or whatever. But sometimes my gun doesn't want to drop like Lancer mags or P mags. Uh, the mil spec mags and the mil surplus mags drop out of my gun wonderfully. I mean they're great. Uh, the flashlight is a no name brand that didn't point at my head. Is a no name brand that I got. I think at Tractor Supply or something. It comes with two different switches. Switch right here. It's run down to a pressure switch on my grip. Um, I like the pressure switch because it has an on off or it has it where you can press it and it'll stay on. And if you release it, it'll come off. Bipod, it's a cheap bipod. I bought it for like 30, $40. I don't look as far as grips go. I'm a snob when it comes to barrels, triggers, BCGs, and optics. Okay, I like not high dollar stuff, but I like stuff that I know is gonna be reliable when I need it. But grips, I mean, I have a folding. I think it's like three position grip. Okay, 15, $20. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna complain about that. The flashlight is like 800 lumens, and it comes with rechargeable batteries. And the only thing I hate is they're 18650 batteries, which don't last long. But it's been pretty reliable. I bought it. Actually, Jamie bought one first, and I bought it just to see what the heck, see how I liked it. The bipod, it's that's kind of a throw up deal too. A lot of people think you should spend $300-400 on a bipod, and if you don't believe they cost that much, go look them up. I was looking at bipods one day, and a guy gave me a link to one that he thought I should try out. And when I clicked on it, it was like $300. I'm like, dude, my barrel's $300. I ain't about to spend $300 on no bipod. But mine, it gets the job done. It swivels. I can't remember the length that it comes out, but it's decent. Um, and I'll find a way to post pictures later. This gun, and a lot of people won't believe it. And if you don't believe it, you are more than welcome to come to me with me to a range anytime you want to. This gun can stack 5 rounds on top of each other on target at 100 yards. If I had to estimate how much I had in this gun right now, I'd say about $1,800. A lot of people think that's not cheap. A lot of people think that's really cheap. Depends on who you are, what you build, what you like. Me and Jamie were shooting one day, and we got back, like I said, 100 yards roughly. I mean, it wasn't with a rangefinder, just stepped off. Um, Roughly 100 yards. We stepped it off and got back and got on a bipod. We were actually shooting at a grill on an old, or a lid on an old grill. And I took a little paint and painted me a little circle. I mean, like 1 inch diameter circle on it, just to see where I was hitting. I wanted to test my scope. Anybody who doesn't believe me, I will message you pictures. And like I said, you can come to any range anytime you want to, and I'll let you shoot the gun. I'll shoot the gun. I don't care. It had 5 holes. It was one jagged hole, but it was 5 rounds inside of one hole. All right. It's kind of ugly because I painted it at one time and then stripped all the paint back off of it. Honestly, and I know everybody says this, and it's hard to believe anybody. This gun has had one failure since I've built it. it had a failure to eject because I left the round in it for so long. The round corroded and actually stuck to my barrel. I mean, it wasn't hard to clear. I just yanked on the charging handle one time. Oh, that's another thing. The charging handle's still factory. I've been looking at the Radian Raptors, and I haven't bought one yet, but I'm about that far away from it. Uh, my EDC, my everyday carry, is a Glock 19. All right, mag's out, gun's empty. I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, gun's empty. All right. The only thing I've changed on this Glock is the sights. It has Williams, I think they're called. They call them battle sights. They're just fiber optic. They don't have, they don't glow in the dark. Whatever. Let's see if I can line them up for you. Forgive me, I'm in my bedroom right now. Anyways, front's green, back's red. The light, um, the light's something else I cheaped out on this gun just to see. Everybody says you get what you pay for, and that's true with a lot of products. That is true with most of the things you buy. But this light, I paid $30 for on Amazon just to give it a review, whatever. It is a highlight tactical LED. The model number is HL-P10S. Okay, it comes, let's see. It's very bright. It's only about 400 or 500 lumens, but it's very bright. It has that mode and then a strobe. The only thing I don't like about this light is that it uses the 123A batteries, which die very quickly. I mean, you might, excuse me, you might get 2 hours of runtime total out of it. I don't really tote my, I carry my pistol everywhere I go, honestly. But when I'm in the woods, the main thing that's in my hand is a rifle. The only reason my pistol is on me is because if my rifle were to have a failure or if I ran out, whatever, I'd switch over to it. But at night, when we walk through the woods, I've usually got a headlamp on. I have the light on the AR. So it's not like I'll run around with a pistol light on the whole time. And for those of you that don't know, Glock 19, this is a Gen 3. Old Warhorse, I guess you want to call it. No, Warhorse is 1911. But anyways, the Glock Gen 3 19, Glock 19 Gen 3, like I said, if I could talk tonight, is 9mm. Alright, standard mags they hold 15 rounds. As far as ammo goes, I use the Hornady Critical Defense. They're very, very effective rounds. I've seen guys put down 200-pound hogs with these rounds. I mean, yeah, it took a couple, but very, very ethical kill. For those of you who don't agree, sorry. As far as hunting, when we go hunting for hogs, I usually carry FMJs because hogs are very tough animals, and it takes a lot to penetrate them out of a small round. These are just, I don't even know what these are. I ordered them online. They're IWIs. I know they're 55 grain. My barrel loves 55 grain, or my rifle loves 55 grain rounds. I would usually order 1,000 rounds at a time or so for both 9mm and 5.56. And I'm about to break out something that y'all haven't seen yet. I have made a video where I was going to pick it up, but I have not been able to upload it because I'm still figuring things out with the GoPro. Been having a little bit of trouble with that. This thing, I have been looking for this caliber in a rifle for quite a while. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in my bedroom. And I'll go ahead. Alright, mag is out. And the chamber is empty. Don't know if y'all can see. Sorry if you can't. We will get much better on video quality later. Okay, this, get where I can see here. This is a Savage Axis bolt action rifle. Has a Vortex Crossfire 2 scope on it. It is a 3x9x50mm. I like 50 because if you're deer hunting, when light gets low, a lot of people don't know this, but when the light gets low, getting close to dark or early in the morning, whatever you like, the bigger the bell end is on the scope, the more light it gathers. Okay, it actually has nothing to do with your field of view. Your field of view is affected by your uh, main tube. Whether you have a 1 inch or a 30 millimeter main tube, that is what affects that. Now, like I said, I've been talking about this rifle forever. Didn't I wasn't looking for a Savage. I wanted something a little bit higher end. I think you can get this gun for like $300 brand new. Ta-da! It is a 6.5 Creedmoor. I have been dying for one of these rifle or a rifle in this caliber for a while, only because the hype on it. And let me tell you, the hype is true. This round is awesome. Okay, I have not shot an animal with it yet. I have not shot a deer, hog, coyote, nothing. I have not shot anything with it. But okay, $200 scope. Uh, like I said, $300 maybe rifle. I don't know. I did not buy it new. I actually I traded my bow for it. A guy that I knew on Facebook, we started messaging, talking back and forth. He wanted to try a bow. I wanted a Creedmoor. He had one. We swapped. Okay. Um, cheap rifle. The only thing I've done to it is a trigger job. Okay, and I'll post something else about that later. A lot of people, this gun doesn't have the AccuTrigger. A lot of people are confused about how to do a trigger job on it. They think you have to cut the spring on the trigger. You do not. I will show you a trick later. Did a trigger job, got the trigger down to about 2.5 pounds. It shot about a half-inch group. Let me. We're gonna say three-quarters of group, three-quarter-inch group at 100 yards. That was bagged. Don't have a bipod on it yet. Gonna change that this weekend. Just sandbagged, three-quarter-inch group out of a factory rifle. Savage. I love Savage rifles. I've had many of them. I killed my first deer with a Savage Model 110E 243. Savage rifles rock. If you disagree with that, I'm sorry. If you think they're too cheap, they are really cheap. But for the price you pay for these rifles, you get more than your money's worth. I promise you. If you don't believe me, go buy one and go shoot it. If you have trouble, everybody has lemons every once in a while. If you have trouble with your rifle, Savage will cooperate, and their warranty is awesome as well. But I got a good one so far. I haven't put many rounds through it, and jeez, ammo. And don't laugh. The first place I went to go look for ammo was Walmart. Okay, I know a lot of people shop at Walmart. I do too. There's no shame in it. But ammo is actually kind of hard to find unless you go to a big box store, or I actually have a gun store in Colbert that I use a lot. I'm not going to throw out any names. But actually, I will throw them out. Go check out Triple B Guns in Colbert, Georgia. They are awesome. Great prices, friendly people. They actually have a really good gunsmith on hand. He's smart. But anyways, go check them out. They have 6.5 Creedmoor for a decent price, and Walmart in Hartwell, Georgia, actually had it. I couldn't believe that. Haven't checked here in Elberton yet. I will. As soon as I get to go to Athens, I will probably pick up some better ammo. For you, those of you who don't live in Georgia, sorry. I'm just naming places that are close to me that most people around here know what they are. But anyways, the rifle, for what it has a good weight to it. It's not light, but it's not real heavy either. It's synthetic stock. You would expect it to be light, but it's a good weighted rifle. Um, Trigger pull before I did my trigger job was total crap. Okay, I love Savage, but I've got to say it was total crap. I think it's like 6 pounds, 5 or 6 pounds factory, and for some hunters that's okay, but most people who shoot long range or try to get good groups or precision shooting, you do not want to be behind a 6 pound trigger all day. I promise you that. If you know what you're doing, you know that. Recoil, I'd let my wife shoot it. My wife weighs about $110. She shot my 12 gauge, so that's not saying much. But I'd let my wife shoot it. Recoil is not bad at all. The first shot kind of surprised me because I've been so used to shooting my AR, tiny 5.56. But the 6.5 and this rifle is not bad. It's easily tamed. After about a shot or two, you get used to it. I'll give y'all one last look at it. And it's dirty right now. I've got to clean it. I went hunting the other day and did not clean it. It does have a rubber butt pad on the back of the stock. And another thing, the next thing I'm going to change out is that bolt handle. Okay, I'll make a video on how to do that later. It's really simple. Savage knew what they were doing when they made this rifle. It is very customizable. Okay, to change the bolt handle, all you have to do is take a screw out. It's so simple. Okay, Remington 700s, everybody loves them. I'd probably put this gun against a 700 when I get done with it. I'm not gonna put $1,000 into a $300 rifle, but this gun, as factory as it is, it's accurate. I'm gonna change the bolt handle. I don't know if I'm gonna change the scope. The Vortex Crossfire, it's actually the Vortex Crossfire 2 that's on it. I love it. It has great picture, very very clear glass. Great light gathering capability. It has a BDC reticle in it as well, and it's very close. You really have to go out and shoot your rifle, and see where you're at. As far, I think it's good out to 500 yards for main big, or mostly the bigger calibers. Like 308, 5.56, whatever. I mean, not 5.56, but 6.5 Creedmoor, 300 Win Mag, stuff like that. It's very close. But so far, I've only stretched it out to 200. I haven't really taken it. I'm going to take it to Wilkes County soon at my granddad's place and do some shooting out there. He's got some really long, well, y'all see, he got some longer ranges down there. Uh, Definitely going to try it out to at least 400 yards, if not a little bit more. Might have to clear a little shooting lane for that. But I'll get back to y'all with a range video on that. We're already into the 20-minute video, or 20-minute mark on this video, so I am going to shorten up and hop off of here. And I'll go into further detail on other stuff, or other parts of my weapons or guns, whatever you want to call them, later. Glock 19, the Armalite AR, and the Savage Axis. I don't know if I said that. Savage Axis 6.5 Creedmoor. Okay, just deer hunting, hog hunting, personal defense, I got it covered. Shotguns, we'll get into shotguns later. I'll make a video solely about shotguns later. Later, we'll try to get Jamie on. Let him talk about what he likes to shoot with. I know he has I think it's a Mossberg Patriot 308 that he hunts with. It's a very accurate gun for the budget, or for along the lines of the price point. But if y'all have any comments, tips, whatever, if you have a link on parts